I thought we could do some like reading and showing you. So I have this little book here called A Sloth's Guide to Mindfulness. A Sloth's Guide to Mindfulness. And it's a very simple, like one sentence per page book. So I thought I could like read you each page and then kind of explain what the photo is on the other page. I like videos where people explain what they're looking at, so I thought we could do that. But I currently have no power in my house, hence why this is a very different video. We're using the small mic with my phone because I can't edit because my computer doesn't work if it has anything less than like 80%. So I can't use my computer to edit, and I don't have any lights for lighting, so I'm using candles and like this little flashlight. But you know what? We're gonna make it work. I think it's working pretty well so far. So let's just stick with it. But since I can't edit, I can't turn down any of the sounds. So if you do hear background noise or just something that's a little bit loud, I do apologize in advance. I hope that I get power back sometime later today or tomorrow. But if not, this might be our setup for the next couple days. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But first things first, we got the advent calendar, and today is what day is today? Oh, usually I look at my phone to see it, but I can't see it because I'm recording with my phone. I'm gonna guess it's the 16th. I'm gonna guess. Where's 16? This might be a little loud. It's another little red ball. It's another little red one. Oh, yeah. Thank goodness for that, because we were running out of little red ones, weren't we? Yeah. Not gonna lie though, I kinda like the setup. I kinda like the dark lights with the fire and the candles. It's very like cozy feeling to me. Especially for the setup. Like usually I have these huge lights right in my face and this big camera, right? So this is a lot more, I don't know, maybe like intimate feeling. But it's cool. So without further ado, A Sloth's Guide to Mindfulness. And then this is like the little sloth that's on each page. So freaking cute. And then I'm using this little reading light to show you each page. Sometimes it's hard being a sloth. So we got the little sloth here, and he's just chilling. Says, hi. We're gonna say it's a guy because I feel like I'm gonna say he a lot. So we're just gonna say the sloth's a little me. It's me if I was a sloth. And then he's in this little forest. We got little trees. We got some bushes. And he's just looking at you like, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Life feels a bit slow. Now it's the same background with the little trees and the bushes, but now he's laying on the ground, almost like sleeping. He's tired because life sometimes feels a bit slow. It takes a big effort to get small things done. Because he's a sloth, you know, sloths move slowly. So he's like reaching for some food. It says like food, and he's like trying to get it. He's reaching out his arm. And then it says 1 hour later, and he hasn't moved. He's still reaching out just as much. He's still reaching out just as much. Getting out of bed seems impossible. Now the sloth's just sitting there laying in bed, just chilling, laying in bed. And then it says, good morning world. And then on the next page, he's back in bed, and the covers are like up to his neck, and it says, never mind, he's going back to sleep. guessing he's just trying his best to get through life, and it just seems impossible. Poor little sloth. Our thoughts race at rocket speed. There's the little sloth, and then he's covered by the smoke from the rocket, and then above him is the big rocket that's going up, and it says serious thoughts, because it's moving so fast. Rockets move really fast. Slowing down is hard. Again, he's just laying there on the ground, and then there's a train coming out that says, whoa, me time, grub, hustle, rest. And then on the other side it says, but trying to do everything is even harder. I don't really know what he's doing in this photo. It looks like he's crawling on the ground, like behind a rock, and there's a basket full of food on his back or something. Some days everything is annoying. The sloth's just on like this little tree branch, and then he's talking to a little snail that says hi, and then he turns around and walks away from the little snail on all fours. Looks like a little potato. He's freaking adorable. In this photo, he's just sitting like next to a tree that says "Do not disturb," and he's like holding himself. And then he's got little headphones on. He's listening to music, just chilling. And that's when he's standing underneath a rain cloud, but he's got one of those hats with an umbrella on top of it, so he's fine. And it says, "Not today. Not today." He's not gonna let the rain win today. We forget the small happy things that are already within us and around us. Now we got the little sloth sitting there. I think he's either looking through glasses or taking off the headphones he was wearing before. I'm not fully sure. But then it says happiness, where are you at? And it's like a rainbow in a cloud, like in his mind or something. Practicing mindfulness reveals the happiness in the present. Now you can see the little sloth just sitting there meditating, got his legs crossed, got his hands on his lap, just hanging out. He's just hanging out, he's just chilling. It's very true though, if you want to practice mindset, it really does reveal happiness in the present. Being mindful brings awareness of the wonders around us. He's just, the little sloth's hanging from the tree upside down with four hands, and he's just staring at you. He's just staring at you like you're the weird one, because you don't have four arms that can hold on to trees. But that's okay, because everybody's different. And then on this page, he's underwater. He's scuba diving with a little snorkel. And he's chasing after some fishies. He's chasing us after some fish. We can see more clearly in the present by emptying our minds. And then he's just chilling. Little sloth man's just chilling on the ground here, looking at a little leaf, and he says, "Damn, this leaf is beautiful." It's so true. You gotta enjoy the little things in life, you know, because if you don't really enjoy the little things, how are you really gonna enjoy the big things, you know? If you think about it, it makes a lot of sense. Mindfulness has no restrictions, has no time restrictions. It spreads through all mundane experiences. And then you have the sloth here doing like mundane things like reading the newspaper, which says Sloth Times. And then this one, he's doing yoga. I don't know, he's bending over to pick up some leaves. Maybe he's just grabbing food, who knows? Maybe he's just getting food. And then this one, he's listening to music. He's so cute, he's just staring at you, he's staring through your soul. The search for mindfulness is not marked by success. Some days will be harder than others. The key is to not try too hard. Then you got the little sloth that's chilling here, cross-legged, reading a book that says, "Peace, sloth." If we focus too hard on results, it becomes harder to stay present. And this when he's like meditating again. He's meditating again, but then you can see his thoughts, and it's him being the king mindful. It says, don't think that. Don't try and be the king. Don't focus too hard. Just be in the moment. Being in the moment, we can identify our fear, anger, and doubt, and become more aware of these feelings. And then here the little sloth is just hanging out on the ground. His legs are flat out this time. And then in his head he's thinking, okay. And then here we have like a little leaf or something, and it says, "You suck." That's what's like in the little leaf's head. And then there's like a little circle here. I don't even know what that is, but it says, "Who am I? I don't know. Who even are you?" And then there's a little almost ghost. There's a little tiny ghost thing almost here, and it says, "I hate myself." And then there's a little duck egg or something. There's a little duck egg, and they say, "OMG." And then there's a square. There's just a square over here just chilling. And he says, "Whatevs." There is no need to run or hide from them. Oh, I understand. And then here, the sloth understands how to like communicate with all the different aspects of himself. So then he tells them all, "Please take a seat." And then they all listen to him and just shut up and stop talking. You go, sloth. I didn't realize how many pages this book has. Befriend your emotions, the good ones and the bad ones. And then the sloth's just standing up here hugging one of his emotions, I guess the circular one, the one that just looks like a little ball, a little grapefruit or something. He's just hugging his little grapefruit friend. You should all do that. You should all hug your little grapefruit friends. Grapefruit friends. Negative feels come and go. It's okay to wait them out. It's just a bunch of rain clouds. Telling you, you know what? They'll come around. They'll be there. But just wait and they'll go away again. All things come and go. Relax. Watch. Reflect. And then you got more clouds. And then you got the little sloth friend just sitting in a tree, just waiting it out, just thinking like what's going on, you know? Just being present in the moment with the little tree. Hang in there. And then the sloth is just hanging upside down the tree again, saying, "Bye, uglies, bye, uglies." So I'm very nice, but he called the clouds uglies. Sometimes just taking pause for 5 minutes is the best practice. And now he's sitting almost in this like psychedelic background of leaves and grass. He's sitting there cross-legged. Is it cross-legged? No, his legs are like almost, I don't want to say lotus pose, but it's like his version of the lotus pose. Because I don't even know what they're doing. Empty your mind like a deflating balloon. This one is just sitting on the ground holding a balloon that says stress, and then he lets it go, and then it deflates, and then he says, "Whoa, whoa." Visualize washing away all your stresses and negative thoughts. We got a little sloth taking a bath. I mean, taking a shower bath, because he's in a bathtub, but it's a shower head. It's a shower bath. Whoosh. Little shower bath guy. I don't know. Visualize resting on a snug branch, light and relaxed. Here we got the sky, you got the moon over here, you got the moon, you got the little stars, you got all these little stars, and then we got the little sloth just laying down on the branch, relaxing, just hanging out. You know, just vibing. We just gotta vibe. That's what it's telling us, you know, you just gotta relax, man. If your mind is still racing, don't give up. Here we got the sloth with 1,000 things in his mind, like hamburgers, what is life, do your thing, don't panic, hello, all these different little things. saying boo. But don't give up, never give up. Take a walk in the sun. That's when he's walking down some kind of path in the middle of the forest. I don't know who made the path. Maybe humans made the path. But that's okay, because there's no humans there now, so the sloth is just enjoying the path. He's got his hands up in the air. He's got a little smile on his face, just hanging out. He's just going for a little walk by himself. Give nature a big fat hug. Laugh it off. On this one, he's hugging a huge tree. There's this huge tree. He just gives it a giant sloth hug. Give a giant sloth hug to the big tree. And then on this one he's laughing with his friend, the snail that he like walked away from because he was annoyed at before. Remember? It says ha ha ha. Show small acts of kindness. And then here the sloth is giving this nut to this rabbit, and he looks at the rabbit and he says, I found this nut and I thought of your face. It's a weird thing to say, but okay. I guess it's nice. Be thankful. And then the sloth's back on the tree, obviously, and it says, hi tree, thanks for standing strong. Thanks for standing strong. I feel like that's something you should say to people that like you care about. Thanks for standing strong. When we live consciously, our happiness expands. He's just laying on the ground doing nothing except being mindful. And then he says, grass smells good. Grass smells good. You got the tree and the rabbit and all the little bushes around him. When eating, eat slowly. Enjoy every bite. And then you can see him eat the leaves. Eat all these leaves. I gotta work on that. I eat so fast. I'm a really fast eater. It's a long story. When talking, pause to listen intently to others. Now you can see he's sitting in a little beanbag chair. Of course, a sloth has a beanbag chair, and he's talking to the little snail friend, and he says, "I see." And then the snail says, "And then she was like, no, but then it's like, you know." And then this little table with tea on it, because they were drinking tea, because that's what sloths and snails do when they hang out. They drink tea and they talk about gossip. When walking, walk mindfully, no rush. Here the sloth's on another trail. I think it's a different trail because there's less trees, but there's still little bushes and little trees. And this time he's wearing a backpack. He looks like he's going on a really long hike. Focus on the present moment. It's okay to not be productive all the time. It's okay to pause. And this one he's doing like gymnastics with those rings. He's just hanging there like a freaking strong man. And then this one he's like, now he's holding on to one ring. He's got his feet up in the air. He's athletic as hell. Meditate. Here you can only see like his upper half of his body, but it's almost like he's leaning. It's almost like he's leaning on a table because he's like got his arms out like that. He's got his arms out with like his elbows on the table. He's like resting his head on his elbows. He's got a little smile on his face. Sitting cross-legged is a good starting point, but really do what feels right. Here he's sitting. Here he's not cross-legged. Here his feet are like touching again with like the butterfly pose. Curl up into a nugget. Stand straight. Lie down. Here we got our favorite little nugget pose. Our little nugget pose. Excuse me, I'm sorry. We've got a little nugget pose. Here he's standing up straight, and here he's lying down. I think my favorite is the little nugget pose. I just realized I can't even edit that out. Sorry about that. You do you. See, here he's just like curled up in a ball. I think this is the nugget pose again. I think the nugget pose is my favorite. When I meditate, I'm going to start going in the nugget pose. Find peace by finding your center. Gently close your eyes. Settle into your comfort zone. And here he's just sitting again. And then there's arrows going in and coming out of him. Going away and coming towards. Away, towards. knees and he says, ouch. I guess he doesn't like that, so he goes back to being on his toes. And he says, I can't breathe. But it's because there's like a little wrench or a little pliers on his nose or something that's keeping his nose closed. Bring awareness to your body. Observe any contact your body is making with the ground. Notice the feeling of your breath coming in and out. Notice the feeling of your belly as it expands and falls with each breath. Focus on deep breathing. And then here you can just see his little face, because his face is like the eye area are both black, so you don't have the outline of his head, you just have like the black outline of his eyes, and then you have the white little eye pupils, or I guess the white of the eyes and then the black eye pupils, and then the white that goes from like the top of his head all the way down to his mouth and his little nose. Inhale, exhale. Now he's just laying on the ground like a little potato. He's laying on the ground like a little potato. Little potato sloth, he's so cute. I wish more people looked like little potatoes, that'd be adorable. I've seen that little kid with what does he say? He's like, I may look like a burnt chicken nugget, but I still love myself. That's the way to live, man. No matter what you're feeling. Even if you look like a burnt chicken nugget, you still gotta love yourself. That's the confidence we all need in life. Imagine your breath running through your body. No frowning smile. You can see the breath going up and down, rotating in his body in a circular motion. And in this one, he goes from a frown over here to a smile over here. Frown to smile, frown to smile. He's a little happy sloth. If your mind wanders, try focusing on the silence around you, your space and surroundings, your breath. Little sloth just hanging out. And then he decides to start focusing on being quiet. Absolutely nothing. A little flower. And then him with his breath circulating around his body. Be aware of your thoughts, but do not dwell on them. You might be distracted by an intense feeling. Gently redirect your attention back to the sensations of your body and your breath. Here we have the little sloth and he's crying. Poor little sloth, he's all crying. And then here he looks like scared. He's like scared or upset or something. These two, he's like scared or upset. And then these two, he's happy. He's back to being happy. He goes from his crying to scared to happy. Gotta bring yourself back. It's impossible to stop all thoughts. So leave everything as it is. Eventually they will pass. Here you got the sloth sitting on like a cloud or something. And it says, this one says rent. He's worried about paying rent. This one says gin and tonic. Maybe he's an alcoholic, who knows. And this one says mom. Maybe he loves his mom, or maybe his mom annoys him. Either way, don't let it bother you. Don't let other people bother you. When you wish to return to the day, gently open your eyes. Slowly move forwards. Slow is okay. And then we got the little face again, just smiling out of the corner, just kind of staring at you. Enjoy all the wonderful things around you. And then now we have him skydiving. So he enjoyed things so much that he decided he wanted to go skydiving. And he's up in the space, because you can see all the little stars that are around him when he's skydiving. He's got his little parachute and his backpack. Looks like he's having the time of his life. And then here he's in the forest, but instead of sleeping in a tree like regular sloths, he decided to go out and get himself this huge tent. And he's laying outside the tent, and the tent has a little flag of a heart on the top, but he's like laying in the tent on the ground, just hanging out. And he's surrounded by mountains, these huge, huge mountains, and then these beautiful trees and hills and bushes and grass. Some final sloth words. Here we have two different sloths. So what? Here we have two different sloths, and they're like hugging or hanging out or doing whatever sloths do when they greet each other. Dream big, work hard, but remember to give yourself a break. Drink some tea. Here we have the sloth. We have the sloth working out with some dumbbells, with the headband on. He's lifting some heavy weights, and then we have him thinking about himself in the future with this, like athletic shirt on with huge muscles and hair on his chest. Because automatically, when you get really big muscles, you get hair on your chest. That's like a known fact. And then on the other side, it's just him hanging out, just drinking tea, just chilling, almost in his nugget pose again. Sing a little, float in the ocean. Here we have him singing with a little microphone, and he's playing the piano because he's also a musician. Yeah, he knows the arts, he knows exactly what he's doing. And then on the other side, he's just floating in the ocean. You got the sun over here looking down on him. You got him floating in the ocean. He's floating on a little inflatable tube. A little inflatable tube, but for some reason his legs aren't in the water, even though they're under the tube. So I don't know what's going on. Or just sit somewhere nice. And then here he's on a little beach, and he's drinking some kind of drink. He's got some little ice cubes in his little drink, and he's just sitting on the beach in this lawn chair, and he's got a bucket beside him. I don't know what the bucket is. Maybe the bucket's full of ice. And then he got a little kind of beach towel on this side. So I guess he goes from the chair to the towel. He rotates back and forth. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. Life can be an adventure if you don't hold yourself back. And then here he's sitting on top of a tree with his backpack. So I guess he found a different tree when he went through the path, and he went down all the way to the end, and then he found a tree to sit in when it's time to go to sleep, and he's just sitting in the tree with his little backpack just hanging out. Stand up for yourself. Go at your own pace. Here, the little snail that was like annoying in the beginning, but then they became friends, and now I guess they walk around together. The snail's yelling at him, go like faster, faster. But then the sloth's like, nah, I'm good. Nah, I'm good. I'm gonna go at my own pace. Snail's trying to peer pressure him into going faster. Listen to your heart. And that's when he's touching his heart. It's almost like the pose from Attack on Titan. If you know what I mean. Never mind. And then he says, yeah, because he's like holding his heart. He's like listening to his heart kind of thing. Take a leap of faith. Here he's swinging from vines, and he's got one hand on the vine, and there's another vine, but it's further away because he's in the jungle, and he's got to let go of one vine to hold on to the other vine, and he's gonna take a big leap of faith, because if he lets go, then he'll fall. But he's gotta trust himself. And always appreciate the current view. Here the sloth is just upside down, hanging from a tree, and he's looking at all the beautiful plants and the beautiful butterflies that are just flying around, floating, because he's in the jungle or a forest or a park or something. So there are all these beautiful things of nature just hanging out. The end. So that is a sloth's guide to mindfulness. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped you relax, maybe get a little bit of sleep. Thank you so much for being with me here tonight and for watching this video. I hope you have a nice day or night, and I will see you next time. And I will see you next time. And I hope to see you next time.